Welcome to the Splendid hotel build. Now, last week I did say that I was going to sort of put the sidewalls on just so I could get it all lined up properly. So they're now on. I have had to sort of add some more glue just because it wouldn't sit properly. So I'm just going to wait for that to dry. And I did finish the top of the car with this little roof rack. So once I've got the back painted on, that'll be ready to go on. Sorry, once I've painted the back and got that on, that'll be the roof will be on. So what else do we have to do? There's a couple of extra little bits here which need to be stuck on. Obviously the back door, like the panel, the door and the window are put in. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Sorry, I'm a little bit lost today. I don't know what's going on. Right. We'll see who's in chat, and I will add the StreamYard link in as well. Sorry, it's been a very long day, so I'm just out of sorts a little bit. I didn't even see that it said I'd gone, it was showtime. Anyway, let's see. So Bob was first in, he says ready and waiting with lemon buns again. I am jealous of these lemon buns. Really jealous of the lemon buns. I want some. Bob is also saying, meanwhile, offer a quick munch of proper food before the fun begins. Yes. I have some food in the slow cooker. Cooking away. Be ready after the stream is finished. Also, after the stream is finished, I do have a video scheduled to upload at about 9:45. We have David Mark in. He says, evening Tiffany and evening Fox. Good evening, David. We have Paul Christopher in. He says, evening fellow modelers. Good evening, Paul. Lots of people saying hello. And David is saying, Bob, thank you for the crawler. It arrived yesterday. Bill is in. He says, evening all. Good evening, Bill. And we have our good old Graham Ball in. He says, evening all. Good evening, Graham. Bob says, medded and fedded. Now back to greet all and sundry. And he says, excellent news, David. Just don't get driven daft by the weirdness of construction. Yeah, it can be a bit strange to put together. Matthew Ward is in. He says, hi, Tiff and gang. Lots of hellos. Graham says, thank you for the gift, Robert. It came yesterday. Everyone gets a Strand Beast. I believe there is also 2 still to give away, Bob. You will have to let me know. Bob says, Graham, just have fun with it. They do look slightly odd in their gait. They do, but they have seen me demonstrate with mine. Snowy is in. He says, hi all. From across the pond, sitting at the workbench painting space wolves and printing on the new 3D printer. Ooh. And we have Steve in. He says, hi, Tiff. Lots of hellos. And he says, good evening all. Bob says, the boxes came in a bit pre-squished on the trip from the Orient. Hopefully the Strand Beast survived. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be fine. And we have Jody in. He says, hello, Tiff and everyone. Hello. And we have Jason in as well. He says, good afternoon all. Good afternoon to you guys, because obviously it is America. David of the Valleys is in. He says, evening all. Hello, Tiff. Hello, David. Doug is in. He says, good morning. Good morning. Lots of hellos. And we have John Alec in. He says, hello, Tiff, and all in chat. Bob says, 2 left. Correct, Tiff. And Bill says, I got my beast yesterday, thanks, but it's marked for 8 years plus and educational, so I will probably struggle. Bill, if I can do it, I'm sure you'll be able to manage. And people just saying hello to each other. Yeah, I'm sure if I could manage Bill, and I managed a forward walker as well, and that one was a lot more complicated, I'm sure you'd be fine. Now, you will have to excuse me, I do have a plaster on my finger. I knocked a glass off the bench as I was moving stuff, and as I was picking it up, I got stabbed with the glass. So yeah. Right, first things first. The back. Guessing I could have done a different wall, like a thingy one instead of the window. But there's nothing in the instructions to suggest that. I guess that's the roof for that. Anyway, I'll grab the door out as well because that needs to be painted the same interior colour. Right. Speaking of interior colours, there we go. That one. And no, one palette. This one. I know it's a bit filthy. It does need a bit of a clean. I'll just give it a quick scrub. So the StreamYard link is there for anyone who would like to join me. Be nice to see someone. Speak to people. Where is it? There it is. For now, I will pop on a bit of music. Tommy is rumbling, ready for tea. We've made some corned beef stew in the slow cooker, which I am very, very much looking forward to. Yep, a lot of people saying hello. Doug is saying my cousin in Spokane is safe for now. The fires are not out yet. Yeah, we had some fires here. When did this start? Yesterday. I know Scotland have had quite a few wildfires as well. Debbie says, okay, we'll make a cup of tea first. No worries. Bob says, Tiff, the gridded bulkhead is a leftover from the panel van version. If I recall correctly, the cab rear bulkhead was part 96 and the unused one still in the screw is part 69. Ooh, and this is... let's have a check, see if you're right. Indeed it is 69. Nice remembering, Bob. And Doug is saying, for those who aren't aware, a forest fire burned through a large portion of Spokane yesterday. Hundreds of structures lost, fire still burning. So I hope everyone's okay. It's not nice when that happens. Right. Now where's my paintbrush gone? So the colour I'm using for the interior is dark sand. Don't tell me to do something like that because I can't hear myself think. Yeah, so I'm using dark sand for the interior, tan-ish kind of colour. Just a bit of clean up. I think that's it. The thing I like about this kit is very, very little cleanup. Mostly just from where you take it off the sprue. There we go. There was a little sort of more experience that I've got rid of all these little sort of indentation marks from the injection sites, I guess they are. Once it's close up, I don't think anyone's really going to see them. What we're saying, is it too soon for a lemon bun? Possibly, so I'll suffer and wait a bit longer. Anticipation improves the flavour. Nah, I wouldn't say it's too early, dude. Have one in the first hour and one in the second. Because I know you, it's a pack of two, you'll end up munching both tonight. I heard the thing. 2 seconds. Oh, there we go. There's David. Hello, David.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hello. Hang on. Is that the date?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. There's a bit of delay here, is it?
Have you got a delay? I don't have one.
I'll go out and try again. Am I in the right one? Ah, right. I was in the wrong one. Yeah, the internet line is a bit delayed.
It's fine. How are you?
Okay.
Good. No, what are you working on today, David?
I thought this little thing.
Oh, you're going to be building your strong beast. Awesome.
I didn't take it at the pack today, till today, for one specific reason. I'm another year older.
Is it your birthday today?
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, David.
Thank you.
I'm not going to sing, don't worry. That's Terry's job.
Thank God the chat is muted, otherwise I was singing.
Yeah, no, singing happy birthday is Terry's job. And he's not here, so you don't have to worry.
Bob's got 11 buns. I got 11 parts.
Yeah, there's not as many parts as you'd think to it. It can be a bit difficult, but what I did is I just like all the legs are built exactly the same. So I just built them all at the same time.
Yeah.
And when you're sort of because you build the body in two separate halves, just remember to keep an eye on sort of how the connections go on the second half, because I did a stupid and put the connection the wrong way and ended up having to take it all apart so I could put it the right way.
Look.
Okay, to chat in just a minute.
Yeah, I was taking that to rather expensive in for a meal today. So lunchtime, and they allowed dogs, so took little Dottie in as well.
No,
She just lay down underneath the table and going to after meals. To, uh, Waitresses realised that he was there, so she got fussed over. So.
is that a birthday mug I see?
Yes, an old one.
An old one. You could have just said you were 60 years old again. Right,
Unfortunately, I couldn't turn that over. It'd make me look 90 or something.
Marcus is in chat. He says, "Evening, Tiff, David, Marky, and chat." Good evening, Marcus. If you're around, the link is there.
No, Marcus. I think it.
Bob says, "Having eaten one, the other looks so lonely. I have to put it out of its misery." And Revo is in chat. He says, "Hello, Tiff, David, and chat." Hello, Revo.
Hi, Revo.
Just say hi. Marcus is saying, "Happy birthday, David."
Thank you, Reese.
AJ's in. Snowy's
Hello,
saying,
JJ.
AJ says, "Happy name day, David." Graham's saying,
Yes.
many happy returns, David." Check. Like Jody is saying he's gonna have to get going. Have a great show. No worries. The guys from HTM USA are going to be live at 9 o'clock. I do tend to sort of like have it on and listen in the background after my stream's over. Revo singing happy birthday to you in his own silent way. And Matthew Ward is saying, "I've been working on the Revel McLaren's Mercedes David Cold Hard. Bloody awful kit. I have seen they are releasing a new Revel are releasing a new McLaren, and it looks bloody beautiful. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, they have released a new one anyway.
I've seen some of those sports kits around, and I was wondering if it's worth while getting them.
I'm sure it was Facebook. I saw it.
Although some of the prices people were asking for, I thought no, I wouldn't bother with that. So.
Yeah. Here we go. I'll share my screen so you guys can see this. Share screen. So 2 new ones, I believe. 2 new kits. There we go. So you have the McLaren 750S. and the Vodafone McLaren Mercedes MP425 Lewis Hamilton. And they look really nice. So someone in the comments has built, there we go, someone built it with a colour shift paint. I'm sure they won't mind me putting this on just because I've already put it in the comments. It's already out there. So that looks like a really, really nice kit, and I like that colour shift paint. Not normally a fan of green, but let's have a look. There we go, somewhere else has actually painted it the orange. It looks a bit like a metallic orange, that one. See, there's not many more comments. No more pictures. No. So yeah, it does look nice. I'm very tempted to get the 750S myself. And it's only 112 parts, which isn't bad. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so Matthew said happy birthday, David.
Thank you.
Revo says he would have put it on a post-it note, but it didn't fit. Lots of people saying hello. Graham's calling Revo a daft bugger. Revo agrees. Matthew says a Lewis Hamilton one looks nice. It does. It came up at the top of my page the other day. Adam is saying, hello all. Been a man on a mission today. So now I can sit and chill. What have you been up to? Have you been out buying stuff again? I believe there was a model show today or something like that. You'll have to remind me. I'm sure it was something like that. John Alec is saying, is that David Markey in a stream? Sorry, just came back. Yes.
No, not yet.
Marcus is asking Adam if it was a cool mission. Hellos. Adam says, happy birthday, L. Davido. So Adam said, happy birthday, David. He says, happy birthday to Marcus. Hello to Marcus. I've got happy birthday on the head now, in their bloody brain now. Right, let me just... My desk is a bit of a mess because I just swiped everything to one side whilst I was recording the video. Because I had to re-record it. Because I forgot to record it with sound. And I couldn't be bothered to do just a voiceover.
Oh, do a Terry then.
Well, I gave Terry a good idea this morning on Scott's stream for the Galeri airbrush review. Just take little snippets out of his live streams and put them all together as one video. And it's just going to be him shouting, Galeri, Galeri, Galeri. And holy fucking shit. So Stephen Haynes is in. He says, hi, Tiff and Willow, and hi, David. Willow is... Oh, she's asleep on the inside of my coat because it's fluffy. John Alex says, oh, nice to put a smiling face with the name. Cheers, David. Yeah. If you're around like Terry's, Marcus's, anyone else's, David is pretty much always on panel.
They can't get rid of me.
Marcus says, Revo, you silent so-and-so. John Alex is saying, many happy returns.
Thank you.
David is asking where the cake is. Graham's asking where the cake is, David.
I wish I had one, but all I can see is candles.
Please tell me you didn't eat the candles.
That's a fire extinguisher, Randy.
So I was saying the model show was yesterday, Today was IKEA. Pet stuff with some bits and bobs for the two demons. Built the things from IKEA, set up the barbecue, and cooked some steaks before going back to work on Monday. We've got Ron Hetman. He says, hi, Tiff, Willow, David, and all in
Hey,
chat.
Ron.
Hello, Ron. And Adam is saying, then grabbing a couple of books from the other model shop I had reserved, just some second-hand weathering mags. Fair enough. I'm quite looking forward to, I think it's Element Games opening up in Glasgow. So whenever I go up, I can pop in. Doug's saying, oh my god, the images out of Spokane. Yeah, I can imagine they're not very nice.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't stay with Scott's this morning. I was waiting for the bus and getting run over by a couple of old folks on bikes. They arrange, I think, the pedestrians are not allowed out. All paths are for bikes only. Which is annoying. I see one problem with this is trying to work out which is which. Oh, let's go for it.
They do have numbers on.
On the packs or on the sleeves?
On the sprues.
Oh, true, right. Let's put lights on. Wrong ones. Right.
Lots of people are just saying hello to each other. Let's have a look. Graham says, for my last cake, I had 5 candles and a 60-watt bulb for safety reasons. I think David's dropped his headphones. Yeah. David Graham was saying for his last cake, he had 5 candles and a 60-watt bulb. That's just people saying hello. Hello, hello, hello. Bob is saying, Tiff, correct me if I'm wrong, but we don't appear to have inflicted a beast on Adam. I don't believe Adam has got one, no.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And what's this about we?
You just got that on it.
I'm one of the middleman of getting addresses. Adam is saying, Bob, I received a beast a few months ago. I passed it on to the mother-in-law for her garden. Well, fair enough. And Stephen is saying, thank you for the beast. So if it was a few months ago, I probably wouldn't have known. Right. Bloody fingerprint. There we go. So, what does everyone else have on their benches right now? I do have a new project coming up. And It is something a little bit different, but it's a little trumpeter kit of Optimus Prime. So this is the kit review that is coming out after this live stream. It's just a little sort of inbox, what's in the box kind of thing. And in the video it does explain what I will be doing with this kit. It's not going to look like that when it's finished. A bit more paint. I'm still waiting to see what was in my box that Bob sent, because he sent you guys beasts. He sent me something completely different. Something I have apparently been looking for, but I don't remember what. Mum didn't tell me how big the box was, just that it had arrived. Although it does say that it was like a kilo in weight on the tracking slip. Almost a kilo.
So you didn't have to take the window out to get it in?
No, it fit through the door, I believe. She would have told me otherwise. Yeah, we're going down on Tuesday to pick it up. I've got my inspection tomorrow, and then I'll need to go into town Tuesday morning to get some bits for Mum and Nana, and then I can, as I'm delivering those bits, I can go and pick up the beast. The beast, the package. Bob. Let me just get these. Bob says, Stephen, keep a close eye on David tonight. You might get a sense of state of mind after beasting. John Alec was saying he was working on the 132nd DBMK Sea Fury this morning. Bob says, I have been working on not hurting and failed. Bob says, Tiff, wait until the 10 kilo box arrives. Bob. Please tell me that's a joke. Please tell me that is a joke. Adam was saying, also, call me crazy or lazy, but I bought a desk mug warmer. That may also really be for keeping Deckle water warm. No, that's not crazy. It's actually a good idea. That is actually a good idea. And Snowy says, I feel that, Bob. I've been dealing with a strained muscle and sciatic nerve. Oof. Yeah, I have definitely overdone it myself the last couple of days with doing housework and the such. That's not good. But once the inspection's over, I can give it a couple of days. And then do a bit more work. So whilst I was cleaning the kitchen, I was also sort of packing the bits I don't really need or use. Bob says, not a joke, waiting for the final section to arrive. What have you done, Bob? for that one, Bob, I'm going to say send it to my place instead of Mum's. Because I don't think I'll be able to carry it from Mum's home. So, yeah. But thank you very fucking much. Adam says sciatica is not fun. I still remember the day I caused it to damn happen. Turns out trying to carry 2 full stacks of Mother's Pride without bending your knees will do that. Always bend. You gotta live with your knees, Adam. Also, Mother's Pride is like delicious. It's like the one thing I will happily. I always pick up a loaf whenever I go to Scotland. Go into Lidl, get a loaf of Mother's Pride because that stuff is nice. Right, done that side. What else have I got to do? Right, I've got like a little step to paint, and whatever this is. Which is not the right part.
I think,
It's that one.
I suppose the difficult part is discerning the instructions properly on this. This first part then.
Yeah. Adam says Mother's Pride, slightly toasted and used in soup. You haven't lived until you tried it. Adam, try this. Pop it under the grill and toast one side. Turn it over, stick some of your favourite cheese on it, and then use it in tomato soup. It changes your life. Cheese on toast with tomato soup is so good. Bob says it has a handle. What? Well, I'll have to make a special case for transport. A cardboard box just won't survive, or at least I don't think it will. What on earth? I'm so confused. Jesus. Oh. Right. So that is 2 different types of black, okay. Pop that back. Because I don't need it. I need glass black and matte black.
It's the Tasmanian devil then you're sending you.
10 kilo? Maybe. Glass black. Wait. Apparently the wheel arches underneath are supposed to be different kind of black, but never mind. I'm sure it'll be fine. So 33 is matte, 21 is gloss. Okay. So the back side of it is gloss. I've just said what it was and I cannot bloody remember now. Right, 21 is gloss. So this side is gloss.
I have a cunning plan.
Oh, we have Rich in. This is afternoon Tiff. Evening Rich.
Oh, that's
And then matte black on this side. Hard to try. So Rich is asking what we're building. So I'm just continuing on with the Splendid Hotel. That one. And he was building something funky.
I'm doing that little thing.
Wind powered beast, sorry, gun beast. Right, let's have a look at this step. So the inside of that one is 33, which is the matte black. As I'm tempted to do it, it's supposed to be I painted black, and then I might do it the dark aluminium that I've done the actual step on the. On the side.
Out. You remind me of where it is. I don't know.
Good. All the luggage then. It's probably for luggage. Who knows? Actually, Bob might.
I see.
Let that dry. TBG is in. He says, hi everyone. Hello, TBG.
Hello, James.
Oh. Joe is saying, hello, friends. Live build. What is it? Why is Mr. Markey screaming? Oh, okay.
Oh, Joe.
Hello, Joe. Obviously, Sunday night it is the Splendid hotel build. Rich is saying they both look interesting. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying the Splendid hotel build. Bob says,
Yeah.
heard my name whilst Googling. What have I done now? I'm actually going to say I cannot remember your name being mentioned. And it was probably only a couple of minutes ago. Stephen's just saying hi, people. Right. Time now for the special red. Usually says David's been cheating, Tiff. Huh? That is a model you cannot.
Me cheat?
That is a model you cannot cheat with.
Gee,
Bob just said, just check the weight of item to be shipped. Officially, it weighs 6.66 kilos. Ominous. Ooh, that sounds cool. Where I'll leave that for. That. Use this one. Metallics.
What's that announced, is it?
I say every time I build this is such a pretty color. Actually, whilst I've got you here, Adam, if you're still around, you're a guy who pretty much knows about paints. What would you recommend using to make to make a candy red effect? I know that Vallejo do a candy red kind of, well, like a candy selection of paints. I also know Green Stuff will do some. Because I'm wanting the acrylic ones. Or do I just go for chrome? Well, I'd put chrome down first anyway, and then put the transparent paint down. Ooh, let's see, look. Joe's saying, hello, Stephen. Let me grab a quick bite and I will be back in 35 seconds. Hungry. Yeah, I can smell the food cooking. It's making me hungry. Canadian
That's
Starships is in. That's a new one, I believe. They say good afternoon, evening. Good evening. Welcome in.
Hello, Canadian.
Bob said, poor David, confused looks at similar looking parts.
Yeah, they combine them together, so I have to find. They put the F's through the G's. That's what got me confused.
I mean, once you get the hang of putting the legs together, obviously all of them go exactly the same. Which is why I just built all of them in one go. Okay, I'm going to need to touch up that bit of paint. Because I missed a bit. Like a numpty. So TVG is recommending Vallejo Model Air Ferrari Red over silver. Okay, cool. Like I've been looking at a couple of videos and they've said to use like a clear, like a transparent over a chrome. Yeah, Adam has said that you can either find a dedicated candy paint or chrome transparent. I would say go chrome and then transparent since I'm not a massive fan of candy dedicated paints since they don't work well. Fair enough. I mean, I need to get some plastic spoons so I can try a few different things.
Yeah, well, cooking with use a slow cooker. Sort of put everything in the pot by about 9:30. I leave it on running until about 5ish. It's not too bad if I go in there and come back and smell it, but when you're stuck in the house all day, and after an hour, it's not coming through.
No. Because I've been busy with sort of doing housework and stuff, I could not be bothered to properly like stand at stove and cook. I was like, nah, bugger this. I'll just shove it all in the slow cooker, and it'll be good. Adam says, out with the candy application. At least using transparent can be used for other areas. My TVG says color shifters. I have a few color shifters. They are the Vallejo ones. This one's like a red to gold, but I'm wanting the proper candy effect. Which is for the Optimus Prime. So Canadian Starships is in first time finding this stream, but I think you popped into the HTM live stream chat a number of times. Yeah, I tend to jump in, say hello, pop like chat back and forth a little bit after my stream on a Sunday. Sometimes I'll be in the 2 a.m. one. What's 2 a.m. my time? Most of the time I'm just sort of listening in. Revo says he's been in the HTM streams a lot. Yes, you have. I'm very surprised I haven't seen Mr. Markey in there.
2 a.m. is
No, they on the Sunday they start at 9 o'clock.
Right. Was that American streams it? So
Yeah, so they start at
um,
9 p.m. UK time on a Sunday.
I expect you back on now. Got Bob the Builder from Australia, but you start about 10:30. I'm
Yeah.
usually on with him then.
For anyone that doesn't know, David will be seen in pretty much anyone's live stream. Everyone.
If they want me or not.
Whether it's on panel or it's just in the side chat, you're kind of guaranteed to see David there. It's like a little joke in the community, isn't it, David?
Hmm.
Where will we see you when anybody wants me? When anybody has me. Right. So I have a little a little bit of the sandy kind of colour to top up in places. Let's have a look. We have Graham McRobertson. He says, "Hi, Darkside. Hello.
Yeah, Graham.
I'm seeing your name for the first time in here too. But I have seen you in Terry's stream. I believe it's Terry's stream. Canadian Starship is saying, I'm the one building the somewhat large Enterprise D over there. Holy shit, you're the one building that massive fucking thing. That thing is huge. Like, I saw it and I was like, what? How on earth? Revo says he's seen it. It's a very nice job. It really is.
1-to-1 scales. No,
Not
near enough.
quite. Not quite. Not quite. Revo saying he's Marcus's bitch, so I only showed my face on there. Don't be telling Quan all that. And Graham is saying, I'm building a 1/6 scale World War II SAS Jeep from Dragon. I'm guessing that's Dragon models, plus a 32 scale Tornado. Nice. So I did show it earlier, but I'll show it again. That is my next project. And he's going to be changed from Optimus Prime to what I like to call Nemesis Prime. So he's going to be matte black, aluminium, gunmetal, and candy red. The Canadians say now 1/650 scale, about 3 feet long. Yeah. Enrico says he already knows.
What's that, the 1-200 scales?
No,
Oh,
1/650.
650. Oh.
Yeah. He says it's about 3 foot long. I mean, that's just bragging, but you know. So I'm just doing a second coat on the red here. When I don't accidentally mess it up by touching the paintwork. No quart on this. Leave the red to dry a bit, and then I can go back and touch up those bits of the sand kind of colour. All nice and neat. Let's get that window through. There we go. Skipped a bit. Oh, we have GM in. He says, hello, pupils everywhere. Oi, how come I can hear David here but not on Terry's stream? I believe that's actually to do with Evie Mux. So I think like Evie Mux is kind of muting
Brett.
David's audio a little bit. I'll get chatting for a second.
No, I blame Terry for that.
Yeah, it's Terry's fault for using Evie Mux. If you're watching this back, Terry, you know we love you. We're only joking. Right. Let's have a look. Bob is saying, I might have to continue my one-to-one scales Dalek. Keep bumping into the part build skirt. Oh, part built skirt, sorry. Joe says, Gem, because David is screaming here. Graham says, will that be 1/350 scale as they are 3 foot 2 inches if it's a boat? I don't know what that's about. Excuse me. Bob is saying, hail Jim, how many throbbing hens are around you? Jim is saying, oh, you've been working on the tractor. Nearly done the exhaust manifold. It looked good. Cool. I haven't started mine yet. I want to, now that I've finished the Norton, I wanted to do something a little bit different from a vehicle. So I'm going to be doing the Optimus Prime trumpet ticket. And Stephen says, Graham, it's the Star Trek Enterprise D. Yeah, if you want to see it, do pop over to HTM USA. They start at 9 o'clock. You might end up seeing it on there. It is incredible.
I think after this I might be finish off the other half of a bottle of rum. Cracking rum.
Ooh.
Had half last night.
Why not?
That
It's
was-
your birthday.
That was-
It's only a dinky bottle.
Well, I had half of it.
It's only a dinky
Came
bottle.
with a small glass.
That is actually quite a nice glass.
Yeah, the deck of cards as well.
It's nice. I like the cherry one from Kraken.
Mm.
The cherry rum. That's really nice.
Well, that was a Christmas present of little Dottie.
Your dog bought you alcohol. TBG saying lightweight, David. I'm just going to lift this chair up a bit. It's sunk right down. There we go. I feel like a munchkin sat at the bloody table. Bit more of this dark sand colour. Paint.
Okay.
Water. James saying the exhaust is a bit of a challenge to rebuild, Tiff. If I can make a copy of it, I'll send you the part, save you the bother, Bobby. And you'll send Bobby one too. Snowy is saying, hey Stephen, I found a Type 6 shuttlecraft from Star Trek that I scaled to 160 for the layout. Ooh. Bob says, is the beast driving our Davy boy to drink? Bob says, ooh, GM is going to exhaust us. Oh God. Here we go with the puns. And TVG says, no, Tiff, it's Bob. No, it's Tiff, Bob. Hey! James says, Bob, I was fine after the party. Wife is still very grey coloured. And Joe says, thanks, Revo. Yeah, it's like I said, I think it is actually YouTube itself. Yeah, Joe, yes, signal's pausing here. Sunspot radiation. Yeah, I heard that it was about something like that, like a solar thing. Hopefully it doesn't affect for too long. And Joe's saying, dance space aliens. Yeah, there are no space aliens.
Next Saturday's the total eclipse of the moon.
Hopefully it'll disappear after that then.
Then we are doomed.
It makes watching your friends on YouTube very difficult. Yeah. Make sure you wash the rice properly and then just shove it in the rice cooker and it'll turn itself. It turns itself off when the rice is cooked. And if you like sticky rice, don't wash your rice. But when you're washing your rice, the rice water is good for your plants. Starchy water. But I always wash it because sometimes you can get like the little bugs, and I like to get rid of the starch and stuff. I like fluffy rice mostly.
Yeah, I forgot to get cream when we went shopping. I was made a Victoria sponge.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some baking at the weekend. I think make some biscuits and stuff.
Trouble when you're on your own, don't like really doing anything. So,
The thing is, I always make up too. I always make too many, so it ends up going. Most of it ends up going to my mum and my nana. Bobby's saying, "Do we need to launch sun cream for the spots?" Jim is saying, "If we rotate the sun 180 degrees, the problems will go away." Who's got some long tall cable? Snowy is saying, "Is the buffering me or is just YouTube being stupid?" Yeah, it's YouTube. Yeah, Revo says, "Yep." Snowy says, "Thanks." Bob saying, "GM, the cable will need to be strong. I hear good things about spider webs. Where can we get giant spiders?" Ask the Aussies. They have chicken-eating spiders. They're huge. Just don't bring them near me. I will not be your friend. Revo says, "Ask Scott."
yeah. If they eat chicken, do they taste like chicken?
I don't know. I don't want to get close enough and kill one and find out. And I'd rather not actually eat spider.
Is that the original Australian version of the KFC? Is it?
KFS. Kentucky Fried Spider.
Oh, I don't know.
Balls. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Bill says, "Still here, have you in the background while I'm playing The Last Caretaker." Not heard of that game. Revo sending spider and web emojis. James says, "Bobby has a box of jumping spiders. Launch the spiders with Julian's wheelchair rockets, Bobby." Oh god, this should be interesting to watch. So he says, "Also could ask Mark the spider guy. I think he's in the UK." Yeah. Bob says you get 8 drumsticks from those. Jess says, "Bob, a viewer asked about a Davros chair for Julian. Can you mod your Dalek base into a Davros mobile?" So have you guys actually decided to let Julian come home from space, or is he still up there? Now, for those that don't know, Julian is a wheelchair user from another community. And they kind of joke about adding rockets when the launch happened. The rocket launch happened. The BBC community, including Julian himself, joked about adding rockets to his wheelchair to send him into space, and then decided of all sorts of different ways to bring him back home. uh, Jim is saying not much meat on spiders. Better use chicken wings. Oh. I do apologise for yawning. It's been a long day. I didn't sleep very well. No, not much anyway. Bob is saying I can download the Davros chair plans, member of the Dalek Builders website. Mark's Mods is in. He says, good evening, everybody. Mark the Spider Guy passed away.
Hello, Mark.
Hello, Mark. Welcome in. Bob says, Spider Silk Parachute. Might get him back softly. So he's saying, might have to jump off. I hear thunder. Oh. As long as your power and stuff goes out. But no worries, Snowy. If you need to leave, you need to leave. It's no problem. People saying hello, and then Snowy says, Mark, I didn't hear about that.
That's that. First page done.
Just don't need too much more of this paint. Just do this and then get to chat.
So I need that.
I'll get to chat. Mark is saying, Snowy, it happened a few weeks ago. Peter Webster was devastated as they were really good friends. Cool. Jim is saying, Julie's in space. I thought he was still in the pool. Did I miss an episode? And Bob is saying, this second one is eyeing me up. I'll teach it to be cheeky. Bill is saying, I'm going to heat up my leftover Chinese. Be right back. Oh, stop talking about food. What do you half an hour to go? Joe saying, Tiff, are you guest hosting any other stream this week or next weekend? Yeah, so Terry's members only stream on Friday. Terry is unfortunately working away. He'll be in Edinburgh. So he has asked me to host his members only stream on his channel. And then because he's still going to be there the Saturday, Scott's Models is going to be doing a stand-in stream for him on the Saturday. Other than that, only my streams. But that's going to be a fun Friday. So about my
Busy
stream.
day.
Yeah, my stream, and then an hour later, Terry's stream. An hour later? No, 2 hours later, sorry. Okay, I've got a bit of time. No worries. James saying, Bobby, I have brand new imported packets of Tim Tams screaming at me to eat them from the cupboard. Eat me, eat me. Noisy things, Tim Tams. Ooh, what flavours have you got? I wanted to try the mango ones, but they didn't do them over here. It makes me sad, because they looked delicious. And Adam is saying that the canopy is on the Phantom finally. Nice. Only like 400 decals later, and yeah. Just doing a quick quote on this.
Okay. I think I know that one.
Bob is asking if the Tim Tams are related to timpani. Those things are noisy too. And Bob says there's a severely concentrating Davy boy on screen.
Sorry,
No,
these
no.
instructions. These instructions are a bit difficult to understand on different parts,
Yes.
especially it's in Chinese as well as English, and you got to see how far you got to put these things in, the angle they got to be in.
I
And
don't
if
think
you,
the angle really matters too much because they all just move around anyway. Once you
yeah,
get the proper supporting bits on, they don't really. It doesn't really matter because they automatically go to the right sort of where they're supposed to be. Right. Just let that dry.
Right,
Jim is in there. Bobby, I think Tim Tams are related to packets of custard creams. Oh, they make a crinkle crinkle sound, a crunching sound when you bite them. Oh, sorry, and a crunching sound when you bite them.
Okay.
Jim is saying, I'm not used to you and David talking. It's like I think I explained it to Terry as well, didn't I? That sort of like on other people's streams, you're all right. As soon as you're in Eevee mugs, that's it. Your sound's gone. Right, that looks like it is stuck on. So before I do anything, I'm actually going to put the clear in this bit. Oh. So Joe's saying, true story. No one make fun of me. Lost some mud flap to a kit I was building last night. I thought I lost it to the carpet monster. Took a shower this morning and the piece was stuck underneath my arm. God. How on earth did that happen? Bill says I didn't buy any kits last month and my credit score went up 4 points. Coincidence? I think not. Rivo says I don't. Lol. And Joe says I need to lose more weight. You do not need to lose more weight. There is nothing wrong with you. I've seen you on stream, dude. There is nothing. Joe says, David, I'm building that 25 PDR. Or the 25 PDR.
Right. So,
Cool. Right, so I need part 79.
yeah.
Early night, I think, because I've got to be up early. Because the housing have said any time between 8 a.m. and 7 p.m.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, it's a very strange time frame for them to come out and do. It's just a gas safety check. That's all it is. But they give you such a stupid time frame. Jim is saying, Joe, plastic parts love you.
My landlord system pretty good. They send messages say they need to do tests and such. And you got to ring up to make an appointment when you're available. And you can give it time, sort AM or PM.
Yeah. Now I'm going to do this so that the back door is open. Six.
Hope that's not the Long Johns.
Huh?
Hope that's not the Long Johns.
Ah, no. No, the way the kit looks, it looks like you can. There's like a hinge part on the door, so you can have the door open or closed. I might just have it so the door's open. because then you'll be able to see all like the seating and stuff on the inside. Right, where's my glue? Bob is saying, Joe, a similar thing happened to me. After hunting trackpads for a tank, I went for a leak, reached and pressed the flush button. One pad fell from elbow and disappeared round the bend. Ooh.
Oh,
Well, that's a bit shit. Joe says, I'm afraid to scrub other parts of my body now. Hey, if you have one of those hair trap things, you'll be golden because it'll just stick in that. Bill says I have to be up for a delivery at 7 a.m. At 7 in the morning. I drew the short straw and I'm always first on his round. Jerry says tractor been throwing its parts at me all evening and I know the feeling, Joe. Joe is in hysterics at Bob. Bob says Jem knows what happened to me after airbrushing topless due to heat a while back. Can't be as bad as what happened to Mr. Marley. And Bob, if you deleted that comment, hang on, actually no, it might be my fault because I'm looking on YouTube. There it is. Okay. There's one clear pie. So, are you going to tell us all the story, Bob? Or not? Jem says, Cliff, it was worse. Bob is still painted and so is his bench top. What colour was it? So Bob was saying, I sneezed with the paint cup top off, a half full mix of field grey. I looked like I had a faded Maori tattoo. God.
let's see. So that goes onto that one.
Right, so I actually have all of the parts here to finish this step, and I actually believe I can do it. You can do it. So I know the door doesn't currently have a handle on it, but yeah, definitely going to have the door open because there's a bit of a fit issue there. You can see it just doesn't want to, even though they're lined up, the door just does not want to fit in there.
It just needs a slight rub down the one side, is it?
No, it's actually sat up quite a bit. So the hinges are all lined up nicely.
No, just down the sides. It didn't need
It
to
just
trim.
it'd have to. I've just pressed it into place there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it is sat in there now, but I think I'd prefer it if the door was open. I think.
Yeah, Jim, the one side it's opposite from the hinges. Just need a slight rub down.
Yeah, it'll be all right because, like I say, I'm gonna have the door open. I'm gonna glue it in that way. I'm gonna have to pop something in place there so it stays open. Funny enough, I have a big blob of glue tack. I think that'll be wide enough for that. And just a little bit of glue there.
Okay.
Bobby saying the bit that got on the bench went silver after wiping it up. Great paint goes silver on waxed wood. Interesting. It's probably reacting to something in the wax. Jem says, I've done a BBC lost part job. I've misplaced a 6mm Tamiya tape dispenser and cannot find it. How do you lose a tape dispenser? I don't know.
It's in disguise.
Bob says, Joe, they supply 112 pads and chain links. Still got 110, only need 96. Were they psychic? Probably. And we have Scott in. He says, hello.
Hello, Scott.
From Stormy Tassie. Ooze. You're not the only one with storms. Snowy was saying that he heard thunder. And Joe is saying, all this model kit building, one day you all need to have a stream dedicated strictly to decals, or as we say, decals. Yeah, it's decal. Decal. Oh, I know everyone says it differently.
Okay, so
Right.
this on top.
Oh, excuse me. Right, whilst I'm here, I can turn this upside down. I need to put something under that. There we go. Because it's time to add these bits on. We will say hi, Scott. Right, so this bit goes on this side. Snips.
So they all fit on the same part. Get on there.
Okay. Scott is saying hi to Revo, and Jem is saying, I think one of Scott's bunnies stole my tape dispenser. I was watching his stream at the time. Ooh. And Revo says, Scott, I've moved. It's news to us, Revo. Okay, I should have made sure that I knew which part I was actually really needing to paint.
The instructions are very good at telling you where you're supposed to put the.
Yeah, they're a
The
bit
bottom
off.
one.
I can't remember.
The two top ones here,
Mhm.
arms, go into the crankshaft. These two bottom ones, they go in the same one or the next one. So there's one side.
Hang on. I've got mine here. So
The instructions are a bit difficult. They don't just show the one's angle and don't really say.
yeah. Let's see. Are you talking about them going into the sort of camshaft in the middle?
Yeah. Is it the same part, or is it's like the top ones are on the top part and
It's
bottom ones
very,
on the
very
bottom.
difficult to tell.
Hmm.
It's very difficult to tell. So that's where it attaches in the middle. So they sort of like attach alternately.
Yeah, sort of across, but they on the same um, part of the shaft, or they so one's
Yeah,
like
they are.
shaft.
So
All
sort of
right,
like you've got like the
see, that's what's supposed to work.
yeah.
Yeah,
It looks a bit
right,
awkward that way, but once they're all together, it actually does make sense.
right. So that's
So
that.
they all sort of like, I'm just twisting it there. They do all actually move together properly. So it looks a bit awkward when there's only two of the legs.
Hmm.
But yeah, they do actually move together.
Right, they're all on the same shaft, right? So each one comes a different shaft. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries. If you get stuck, there might actually be like a build tutorial thing on YouTube. You never know. Gemma saying, Joe, no, we don't. I know how crazy you guys are with stickers, transfers, decals, lol. Adam says 387 decals roughly. Still got more to add onto the landing gear panels, canopy itself, and the weaponry. Jesus Christ. Joe says, gem those sticky things that break all the time. Scott says, you've got to watch the Ninja Rabbits, GM. And GM says, Adam, there are 11 British Phantom kits here waiting to be built. You up for putting decals on in mass formation? I think Adam will probably decline that one, GM.
Right. Okay, that's easy enough to do. Easy top. F6 button. Okay.
Move, don't you dare. There.
Oops.
Button.
There we go. License plate and like a little step thing on the back of it there. Awesome. I'll leave that this way so it dries properly. I don't know why there's holes underneath that. It's probably something else. Alright. So kind of finished with that step now. We just need to put the door and the top on once it's okay. So there are a couple of chrome pieces. I don't know if they actually go onto this or not. Okay, so those chrome parts don't go anywhere apparently. $71. Oh no, hang on. Oh, the door handles, okay. So they do have somewhere to go. That is fine. Oh, bloody. Knock that again. There we go. Let's have a look. Oh, it's jumped quite a bit. Adam says that would be roughly 4,400 decals, let's say. I'd rather sandpaper my face with 80 grit.
I think I got two of them, don't I?
Yeah, that's awesome. Like I said, they're a bit fiddly, but once you get the hang of it, they're not too bad. Bob says, I call markings by their correct name water slide transfers. Decals are either sticky backed or heat shrunk. Yes, it's a hill I'm prepared to stand on and laugh hysterically. Joe says, Scott, you need a rabbit-proof fence around your house. Them rascally rabbits are pinging stuff. Bob says, Adam, isn't sandpaper on your face the same effect as sunburn? Scott is saying, they tried that on the mainland, Gary. Never worked. God. And Jameson, Adam, the Ferguson tractor has 5. Yes, 5 decals only. No glass windscreens either. And Adam is saying, Bob, I'm Scottish. I stay inside when I see sun. Jameson, Scott, maybe I should rabbit-proof the model room then. Joe saying, have you all seen Gary's Monday Madness yet? Revel having a prize draw with winner having a special decal of winner's name on a kit. Pretty cool. Yes,
Yeah.
£1 per entry, I believe. Adam, if you can, would you mind finding the link for that? £1 per entry, and you could potentially win your name being part of the decals for the new Harrier.
I think you have to go to a show or something and use it for that.
No, it's like a raffle.
All right. Yes. I thought you have to be at a show to be able to enter for it. So unless it's online.
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook. Yeah, so they've teamed up with Models for Heroes to give one winner the chance to have their name included in their upcoming Harrier kit as a decal. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, so it's £1 per thing. Oh, Adam, I think actually you might have been here. The new Revel McLarens that have come out. Oh, what is it? Oh, his mum. Oh shit, we are over time.
Are we?
Yes.
Oh. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. So, I am going to go. Adam says you also get a sample kit. He shortened the link. Jim says my wife has a name on the P51. Cool. And a Learjet. Bob says last minute tickets for Harrier name will be available at Telford till Saturday. And Adam says, yeah, the 7:20. Yeah, so I'm going to call it there.
Okay.
Possibly sort of like over the week, I'll get the back door on and the top on. Then I can finish doing the front, and then we can get the decals on, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. And then this will be this one finished. And then I have to think of another kit.
I might have this finished tonight.
Awesome. Yeah, if I can build it, you can build it, David. So, thank you guys in chat for watching. Thank you, David, for joining me on panel.
My pleasure.
When will we see you again?
Whenever we have me.
Nice. And I will catch you guys probably Terry's tomorrow. Bye.